Nick P, who I'd worked with at BT Sport, we had him on the podcast a while ago, Nick and I.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a very good analyst, knows the fight game very well. He was saying that fight was really sloppy. He didn't enjoy it. He thought Nate Diaz looked old. He said Tony Ferguson looked like damaged goods. And I said, well, I think both of them had slowed down a bit. But for my money, that looked like a typical kind of Nate Diaz performance. He's always kind of a little slappy, a little sloppy, but effective, good gas tank, lots of pressure. I didn't really see a decline. I kind of like those little breaks that he did. I mean, listen, there was a couple of times he was tired. He went for a little walk. He went for a little jog in the park. You know what I mean? Just get away from Ferguson for a minute. Let me catch my breath. Put my hands on my knees. Take a couple of breathers. Have a chat to Dana White. But it's the way he does it. The way he masks it is that it's all part of the show. And it was very reminiscent, if you ask me, of the way that Anderson Silva used to punk his opponents. I remember when Nick Diaz fought him and led on the bloody canvas and, was having a little nap. It was reminiscent of those type of things. So
I'm pretty sure Tony hit that too in this fight.
Did he?
I think at one point when Nate was on the outside, Tony just got down on the mat and did one of these as like a hat tip.
Yeah, he did. So yeah, anyway, listen, well done to both men.
The product did not match the expectation. And am I being unjust by saying that, Ryan Clark?
No.
Am I being unjust by saying
not.
that it didn't match the expectation? I'm not being unjust by saying that. I'm saying that Nate Diaz had been gone for a while. We thought that he was going to be better than Tony Ferguson as he was. But a lot of the theatrics that happened inside the octagon were mixed in between some fighting that we have not come to know these guys fight at that level. Like Tony turned his back on multiple occasions. He would overswing as he was trying to throw elbows, end up running away from Nate. Nate, for his part, at one point, walked to the side of the octagon, shaking his head no. Ryan, I thought he was quitting. I was like, oh, he's done. Because if you remember, when Nick stopped against Robbie Lawler, he just kind of shook his head like, I'm done.
Yep.
And he just kind of stopped. But then Tony sits down in the middle of the octagon. Nate runs towards him to beat on him. Tony jumps up. It was just odd. And there were moments in the main event where I was just watching, kind of like with my mouth agape, like I could not believe what I was seeing.
Well, I don't want to shit on anybody, but it's just like, you're kicking the shit out of his legs. You're doing fine. Why are you going to try to double leg one of the best guillotine finishers in the UFC history, right? Number one. And it's like, I don't know. What do you want to take down for? Because just because? Like, what was he going to do there? I don't know. But
right. No,
I bet as well.
I think Charles wins that fight. I think it's crazy that Islam is a favorite. I would say aside from Charles Oliveira not making weight in the last fight, which was obviously unprofessional. I think even he would admit that. And it's not indicative of champion, the way a champion carries himself. It's tough to make weight at times, and he missed it. But aside from that, man, the guy has looked he's looked very, very good finishing guys. His hands have come a long way, and just his overall confidence, the overall confidence that Charles Oliveira has now compared to a couple of years ago, when he was, as I've said before, somewhat of looking at becoming somewhat of a journeyman, up and down, could not be relied upon to have it put together and string together good performances. He has now righted that ship and turned it around, and he's our champion. Well, not technically our champion, but he's in everybody's eyes our champion for a reason. I think he goes out there and beats Islam handedly.
Kevin Holland went in to touch gloves. I didn't spot this. The director on the film, we had dinner last night, MJ. And MJ says, I didn't like that when he tried to touch gloves, though. And he just shot a double leg takedown. I said, what are you talking about? And she sent me a little clip. Yeah, wild. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, defend yourself at all times. You touch gloves before the bell for a reason, because you get that out of the way, right? Ben Askren was coming out kind of half-assed with the hand up when he got hit with the flying knee by Masvidal. Absolutely not. Once that bell rings, you are opponents. Any kind of handshaking, hand-wringing, hugging inside the octagon, inside those 15 or 25 minutes of fighting is absolute nonsense to me.
Correct, Amundo. However, devil's avocado right back at you. There is an unwritten code of samurais and warriors dating back through the dark ages. You know, when you engage in hand-to-hand combat, there's a certain dignity involved, don't you know? No, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like an unwritten rule. Someone walks out and puts their hand up, you know, you kind of, you can say no. You can do whatever you want because he wasn't breaking any rules, you know. The reality is hand up or hand down. He would have gotten the takedown anyway. I mean, he's a terrifying man inside that octagon. We know he can bang as well.
I said to him, it's time to embrace being the bad guy now. Like, embrace it, you know, like, I feel like since my career started, I've only ever done this and that. I felt like a bad guy a load of times, but I just said to him after the press conference, the weight cut and everything, I just said, what are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do? Just embrace it. You're the villain now, you're the bad guy, you're the Joker, you know, the Batman, you're the evil guy, so just embrace it. And he did, like, so good. Like, so good, swear to God. So I'm considerably happy for him. Brett, he's changed his life forever. You don't understand, like, me and him have had some quiet moments together where we've spoke about, like, real, I couldn't even say it on camera. It's personal, and I know the type of guy he is deep down. I really do. I'm just happy for him. He's changed his life. He's changed the life of the people around him, who are close, family and stuff, and, you know, onwards and upwards from here for him.
If you had a title fight 85, title fight at 70, where do you feel more comfortable with him? No, which way are you most comfortable? No, but you got to pick one first.
I'll pick the. Okay, if I pick the first one, then I'll pick the 170.
Really? But he doesn't have to cut weight.
I'm going to tell you why. Out of respect for the people, the work that we've done.
Yeah.
We've worked our way up there. You know, so out of respect for the work that we've done, like, we've ranked ourselves there. We've gotten there. It wasn't just given to us. We've gotten there, you know. And Kevin Holland, wait and see, he's gonna beat a lot of people. Kevin Holland. You know, like, don't count him out. Kevin Holland is coming. It's just Khamzat, different breed.
I got poked in my eyes. Yeah, my eyes are only red because somebody was poking them in the fight. Look at that. Eye pokes. Eye pokes. Look at that. That's an eye poke. Why don't you guys understand that? It's eye pokes.
He's in a deposition.
Diaz to the body and then up top.
Stay on your feet! Stay on your feet! Stay on your feet! What the